Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading for September 17th through the 23rd. As always, it's going to be just general, whatever kind of comes up for the week ahead. And I will pull one love card for you as well. If you want a more detailed reading on love, there is a Taurus month of September love reading you can watch after this video. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up for Taurus for the week ahead. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And now let's check out your love reading, guys. A card for love for Taurus. Alright, I'm also going to pull a soul homework card, but I'll do that at the end so I'm not taking up more time shuffling for those of you who are interested. So beginning of the week, Taurus, you guys have the moon. I'm using the Byzantine Tarot, by the way, for those of you who'd like to know. We have the moon here for the beginning of the week, Taurus. So some of you are really being encouraged and guided to listen to your intuition about a situation. Something may be going on that you've been ignoring or you haven't been paying attention to, and your angels and guides are saying, look, don't ignore it anymore. Listen to your intuition. We're trying to help you. We're trying to direct you. So it's time to take steps, you know, that you're being guided to take. For instance, if you feel like something funny is happening at work and you have a feeling that maybe I need to update my resume and I need to start looking, listen to that intuition. If you have a feeling or a situation is not feeling safe for you and you feel like I need to get out of this situation and get to a safe place, listen to that intuition. For some of you, this is also going to be about really getting in touch with some like deeper or heavier feelings. So maybe really doing some soul searching, figuring out what's going on here. For some of you, maybe some of you are realizing maybe you've been a little bit depressed. And maybe things have felt slow for you, or you felt like you can't really quite move ahead, or you just have not figured out like why things haven't happened by now. Some of you may realize that there might be some feelings that are slowing you down. Some of you may be realizing that there's some sadness or depression there. Although this is not a card that has to do with depression, it's just something that's coming in intuitively with the message. So some of you are going to be taking a look at that, figuring out why you're depressed, you know, what you can do to feel better. Is it something that you're going to be able to deal with through like natural remedies and, you know, like talking yourself out of it? Is it something more serious where are you going to need to go to like a doctor and maybe get a doctor to help with it? But some of you may be really examining that, like figuring out what is going on for some of you. And let's go ahead and take a look here in the midweek for Wednesday, Thursday for Taurus. And you have Three of Staffs, Three of Wands. This is about moving on or moving forward and reaching a point of no return, really. So for some of you, like maybe you're setting out to accomplish a really big goal. So for some of you, this could be traveling. For some of you, this could be moving in a new direction. For some of you, this could be a geographical move. For some of you, this could be like a business or something that you're putting forward, or you're taking something to market, or you're approaching someone for a conversation, or you're having something that's happening where your mental viewpoint is really being expanded. This could also be like a mental epiphany or like broadening a point of view for some people as well. So whatever is happening, it's pretty significant, and it's pretty much like a turning point that's leading to something very positive. But we may be very nervous about it because the thing with Three of Wands, here it's called Three of Staffs, and you know, here it's showing like a signing of a contract between three people. So that would be like something very finalized, right? But we're probably used to some of the tarot decks where we see the guy with the three staffs or the three wands, and there's ships sailing off with like merchandise that he's sending off to the market. He can't cancel it. He can't change his mind. He can't shout to the ships to come back. So there's a feeling of permanence, some big step, or you might be preparing to take a big step for some of you Taurus midweek. Again, this is a general reading. Check out your moon sign and your rising sign. Some weeks those will resonate for you more. Also, check out the pick a card readings. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe and hit notification, and you'll get a notification when the next pick a card reading is posted. Alright guys, so here we have Patriarch at your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which, if I'm not mistaken, Patriarch in this deck is what we would call the Hierophant in a lot of other tarot decks. So again, this is about the tried and true methods and ways of handling things. Patriarch or Hierophant is going to be by the book. You know, some of you are maybe seeking out like a traditionally religious teacher or mentor. Maybe some of you are visiting a church or examining your childhood religious upbringing, and maybe wanting to, like, maybe you're getting sentimental and you're wanting to visit that, or you're wanting to reach out like a religious leader or somebody maybe to give you some advice or some help. Maybe some of you are going to a church for some help. Maybe those of you who are depressed or who are needing to get out of a toxic situation, maybe you're seeking out some kind of church group that can help you or provide service, you know, especially if you're having a hard time with money and your finances, your resources might be a little bit tight. Maybe you're seeking out some kind of organization that's there to help people, and maybe they're being backed by a church. For some of you, this could be a person coming into your life who's very, very orthodox, very conventional, very by the book, and they might be giving you some guidance or helping you. Or this just might be a message from the universe that whatever you're doing to move forward, yes, now's the time to move forward, but you need to move forward in a way which is very sane and logical and thought out and calm and peaceful. Like, this isn't a time to like be really crazy and act outside of the box. So let's check out your card for love, Taurus, for the week ahead. And you have 9 of Cups. So this is like your wish coming true, like things being fulfilled. This could also be like a personal contentment. So I think sometimes what it is I have seen this card come up at times where we're coming into our own joy, our own happiness, our own fulfillment, which is actually the last step before calling in the higher soulmate, the life partner. So you may be doing things this week that are leading you up to this level of completion, this level of wholeness within yourself, and fulfillment within yourself, which is going to help you to attract or call in the right partner. For those of you who are single, for those of you who are in a relationship, you might be working on something within yourself, a career goal, a personal goal, emotional goal that is really bringing in fulfillment, which is going to help you to be a better partner in the relationship, and which is going to help those of you who maybe have had some struggles in a relationship. Like, you're coming into the relationship a better person, so it's helping your partner kind of, you know, catch that and maybe do that as well. However, for those of you who maybe are in a more toxic situation and your partner's not going to do that, or they're not going to show up in that way, some of you may be coming out of a relationship and you may be going your own way to find your own fulfillment, to be in a healthy environment, to be in a healthy situation, to complete your goals, to accomplish things, and therefore being a more complete person and putting yourself on the path to align with the right soulmate for you moving forward. Now I'm going to pull a card for soul homework, and we are going to see what message the universe, you know, spirit, the angels, has for us, Taurus, for the Taurus people, to work on this week. What do they want you to know? What do they want you to work on? What is like a good soul lesson situation here for Taurus? Oops, I moved these around. Okay, so let's see for Taurus, what message is coming in to be aware of, to keep in mind, to work on for for the week ahead. And Taurus, you all got Goddess of Compassion. Self-criticism is diminishing your sense of self-worth. Okay, guys? So, yeah, for some of you, maybe you've really been working on being compassionate towards other people, or you're trying not to harbor resentment, or you're trying to let bygones be bygones. But what's happening here is sometimes we forget to have that same level of compassion against ourselves. We get into this habit of self-blame. We get into this habit of putting ourselves down. We get into this habit of, like beating ourselves up. And just as you try to be understanding of the failings and shortcomings and imperfections of others, you need to be aware of the same for yourself, okay? It's not fair for you to be so hard on yourself. It's not fair for you to be judging yourself or to be giving yourself negative labels. So, you have to pay attention to the way you're speaking to yourself in your head. And ask yourself, if my best friend was experiencing what I'm experiencing right now, and they came to me for help, or they came to me to vent about their problems, would I speak to them the way I'm speaking to myself? And the answer is probably going to be no. And, if that being the case, you need to start speaking to yourself the way you would speak to your best friend. For those of you who are parents, you have to start speaking to yourself the way you would speak to your child. You need to be that loving and that gentle and that understanding and compassionate with yourself as well. So that's your homework for the week, Taurus. It looks like you guys are, a lot of you anyway, are at a pretty significant crossroads. Some big decisions, big changes, but overall, headed in a direction that's leading you to that fulfillment and to that happiness and to that completeness. So, just love yourself. Don't forget to love yourself and be gentle with yourself. And check out the moon, your moon sign, your rising sign. Subscribe if you haven't already. Those of you who have not already, go ahead and like or follow my social media, AmethystAngelLight, Facebook and Instagram. I do a free card there every single day. I do a free pick a card there every single day. And I do weekly giveaway prizes that I give away. So if you haven't already liked or followed there, please do so. Please subscribe to the channel. Those of you who are on my Patreon, we're going to do another reading event this weekend. And another tarot reading lesson is going to be posted soon. And hopefully in the next week or two, we'll have another guided meditation up. But those of you who are supporting me on Patreon, thank you so much. Reach out to me. Let me know if you need a private reading. I have readings starting as low as $5. That's in the description. Check that out as well. And, hopefully we'll keep in touch on social media during the week. And take care, Taurus. Big changes.